Hey there, fellow wanderers. So, you're thinking about exploring Russia, the largest country on Earth, spanning 11 time zones and bursting with landscapes, history, and culture that could fill a lifetime of adventures. You've probably heard about the iconic Red Square in Moscow or the glittering Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg, must-sees, no doubt. But what if I told you there's a whole other side to Russia, one that's off the typical tourist radar? Places so breathtaking, so unique, they feel like secrets whispered by the land itself. Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a conversational, from mystical lakes to ancient villages, volcanic wilderness to Arctic wonders. Let's dive into the Russia you didn't know existed. Ready? Let's go! Why explore Russia's hidden gems? Russia is a land of superlatives, the biggest country, the deepest lake, the longest railway. But beyond the grandeur of its famous landmarks lies a treasure trove of lesser-known destinations that offer raw, unfiltered experiences. These are places where locals live quietly, where nature reigns supreme, and where history feels like it's still breathing. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, an adventure junkie, or just someone craving something different, Russia's hidden corners have something for you. The beauty of these unseen places is that they're not overrun with tour buses or selfie sticks. You'll feel like an explorer, not a tourist. Plus, with Russia's vast size, you're bound to find something that speaks to your soul, whether it's a remote island in Lake Baikal or a hauntingly beautiful city of the dead. So, let's skip the usual suspects and uncover 15 incredible, under-the-radar destinations that'll make your Russian adventure unforgettable. I've woven in practical tips, cultural tidbits, and a sprinkle of storytelling to keep it lively and informative. Let's get started. 1. Dargavs, the city of the dead. Picture this: you're standing in a misty valley in North Ossetia, surrounded by rolling green hills and jagged Caucasian peaks. Before you lies a cluster of stone crypts, their slanted roofs resembling tiny houses for the departed. Welcome to Dargavs, often called the City of the Dead, one of Russia's most mysterious and eerie destinations. This ancient necropolis, dating back to the 16th century, is a testament to the Ossetian people's burial traditions, where families built crypts to house their dead, complete with personal belongings for the afterlife. Why it's special? Dargavs isn't just a graveyard, it's a window into the soul of the Tagorian society, a once thriving community in the Caucasus. The site's 98 crypts, some perched precariously on cliffs, are both haunting and beautiful. Local myths warn that those who enter never leave alive, adding a layer of intrigue for thrill seekers. Yet, there's a serene beauty here, with the silence of the mountains and the stories etched in stone. What to do? Wander the site respectfully, it's still sacred to locals, and take in the architecture. Each crypt is unique, some with intricate carvings. Hike the surrounding trails for panoramic views of the Caucasus. If you're feeling brave, ask a local guide about the legends, they might share tales of spirits guarding the valley. Practical tips: Dargavs is remote, about a 2-hour drive from Vladikavkaz, the capital of North Ossetia. Hire a local guide or join a small group tour, as the roads can be tricky and English signage is rare. Dress warmly, even in summer, as the mountain air is chilly. Respect the site's sanctity. No climbing on the crypts or loud behavior. Cultural nugget: the Ossetians believe the dead watch over the living, so the crypts are built to face the village, symbolizing eternal connection. Bring a small offering, like flowers, if you want to honor local customs. 2. Lake Baikal's Olkan Island, Siberia's Sacred Heart. Let's head to Siberia, but forget the stereotypes of endless snow and gulags. Lake Baikal, the world's deepest and oldest freshwater lake, is a natural wonder that could steal your breath. And tucked within its vast expanse is Olkan Island, a place so magical it's considered the spiritual center of the Buryat people, Siberia's indigenous community. Why it's special? Olkan is a microcosm of Baikal's beauty, with craggy cliffs, sandy bays, and turquoise waters that look like they belong in the Caribbean, not Siberia. It's a sacred site for shamanism, where locals still perform rituals at places like Shaman Rock. The island's isolation, no paved roads connect it to the mainland, gives it an untouched, almost otherworldly vibe. What to do? Hike to Cape Cowboy for jaw-dropping views of the lake's endless horizon. Rent a bike to explore the island's trails or join a boat tour to see Bakel's famous Nerpa seals. In winter, the frozen lake is a playground for ice skating or dog sledding. Visit a Beriat village to learn about shamanic traditions. Some locals offer cultural tours or even ritual demonstrations. Practical tips: getting to Olkan involves a flight or train to Irkutsk, then a 6-hour drive or bus to the ferry port, followed by a short ferry to the island. Stay in a guest house or yurt for an authentic experience. Summer, June-August, is best for hiking and swimming, but winter, January and March, offers a surreal frozen landscape. Pack layers, as weather shifts fast. Cultural nugget: the Beriots believe Baikal is alive, a deity to be revered. If you're offered a shot of vodka during a ritual, a common gesture, sprinkle a few drops on the ground as an offering to the spirits before drinking. It's a sign of respect. 3. Kamchatka Peninsula, the land of fire and ice. Now, let's venture to Russia's far east, where the Kamchatka Peninsula juts into the Pacific like a wild, untamed frontier. This is a place where volcanoes puff smoke, geysers erupt, and brown bears roam freely. It's so remote that there's no road or rail connecting it to the rest of Russia, making it a true adventurous paradise. Why it's special? Kamchatka is part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, home to over 160 volcanoes, 29 of which are active. The Valley of Geysers, the second largest geyser field in the world, is a steamy, otherworldly landscape. The peninsula's rugged beauty. Think snow-capped peaks, steaming hot springs, and pristine rivers, feels like stepping into a prehistoric world. What to do? Take a helicopter tour to the Valley of Geysers, pricey but worth it for the aerial views. Hike to the summit of Mutnovsky volcano for a glimpse inside its bubbling crater. Go bear watching in summer when Kamchatka's bears feast on salmon. For a relaxing end, soak in natural hot springs like those at Paratunka. Practical tips: fly into Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, the peninsula's capital, from Moscow or Vladivostok. Tours are the best way to explore, as infrastructure is limited. Summer, July-September, is ideal for hiking and wildlife, while winter offers heli-skiing. Bring sturdy boots, rain gear, and a good camera. Kamchatka's landscapes are Instagram gold. Cultural nugget: the indigenous Koryak and Itelmen peoples have lived here for millennia, revering the volcanoes as gods. If you visit a local community, you might hear stories of Kumath, the bear spirit, or see traditional dances that honor the land. For Kola Peninsula, Arctic adventures under the northern lights. Let's go north, way north, to the Kola Peninsula, a rugged slice of Russia above the Arctic Circle. This is where tundra meets taiga, where reindeer herds roam, and where the northern lights dance across the sky. If you're chasing an Arctic adventure, this is your spot. Why it's special? The Kola Peninsula is a land of extremes, with midnight sun in summer and polar night in winter. Its stark beauty, think crystal clear rivers, desolate coastline, and snow-dusted mountains, is matched by its cultural richness, home to the semi-nomadic Sami people. Murmansk, the largest city north of the Arctic Circle, is a gateway to this wild region. What to do? Join a Northern Lights tour in winter, best from December to February, for a chance to see the aurora borealis. Visit the Sami village of Levozero to learn about their reindeer herding traditions. Hike in the Kibini Mountains or explore the Great Arctic State Nature Reserve for a taste of the tundra's wildlife, including polar bears and seals. Practical tips: fly to Murmansk from Moscow or St. Petersburg. Dress in layers, temperatures can plummet below -30 degrees Celsius in winter. Book a guided tour for remote areas, as public transport is scarce. Try local delicacies like reindeer stew or cloudberries for a taste of the Arctic. Cultural nugget: the Sami believe the northern lights are the spirits of their ancestors. Never whistle at the aurora, it's said to anger the spirits. Instead, stand in quiet and let the sky's magic wash over you. 5. Solovetsky Island, a remote archipelago of history and mystery in the icy waters of the White Sea. The Solovetsky Islands feel like a world apart. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a blend of stark beauty, spiritual significance, and haunting history, having served as a monastery, a prison, and a naval base. Why it's special: the Solovetsky Monastery, founded in the 15th century, is a fortress of faith with golden domes rising against a backdrop of rugged coasts and dense forests. The island's grim past as a Soviet gulag adds a layer of solemnity, while their natural beauty, think serene bays and seal-filled waters, offers peace. What to do: tour the monastery to see its ancient churches and learn about its role in Russian Orthodoxy. Visit the Gulag Museum to understand its darker history. Hike or bike to the island stone labyrinths, believed to be ancient ritual sites. In summer, take a boat to spot seals or visit smaller islands like Zayatsky. Practical tips: reach the islands by ferry from Kem or Roboki-Ostrovsk, 2 to 3 hours, or by flight from Arkhangelsk. Summer is best for mild weather, but book accommodations early, as options are limited. Respect the monastery's rules, dress modestly and stay quiet during services. Cultural nugget: the islands are a pilgrimage site for Russian Orthodox believers. If you attend a service, listen for the haunting chants of the monks, a sound that's both grounding and transcendent. 6. Lena Pillars. Nature's sculptural masterpiece deep in Siberia's Yakutia region, along the Lena River, lies one of Russia's most stunning natural wonders, the Lena Pillars. These towering, 250-meter-high rock formations stretch for 260 kilometers, like nature's own cathedral. Why it's special: formed over 500 million years, the Lena Pillars are a UNESCO World Heritage Site that feels like a journey back in time. The rocks, carved by wind and water, create a surreal landscape, especially at sunset when they glow golden. The surrounding nature park is home to rare fossils and wildlife, including lynx and sable. What to do: take a river cruise from Yakutsk to see the pillars up close, 2 to 3 days for a full experience. Hike the park's trails for panoramic views or camp under the stars for a true wilderness adventure. In winter, the frozen river offers snowmobiling or ice fishing. Practical tips: fly to Yakutsk, then join a guided tour or hire a boat to the pillars, about 150 kilometers. Summer, June-August, is ideal for cruising, while winter, January-March, is best for frozen landscapes. Bring insect repellent: mosquitoes are fierce in summer. Cultural nugget: the local Saka people consider the pillars sacred, believing they're the petrified remains of ancient warriors. Leave a small offering, like a ribbon, at designated spots to honor their traditions. 7. Ruskila Mountain Park. Karelia's marble wonderland. Head to Karelia, a region near Finland, for Ruskila Mountain Park, a former marble quarry turned into a stunning outdoor playground. Its emerald green lake, surrounded by sheer marble cliffs, looks like something out of a fantasy novel. Why it's special: the quarry, which supplied marble for St. Petersburg's palaces, is now a recreational gem. The flooded canyon, with its crystal-clear water, reflects the cliffs in a mesmerizing dance of light. The park's blend of industrial history and natural beauty makes it unique. What to do: boat or kayak on the lake to explore hidden grottos. Zipline over the canyon for an adrenaline rush. In winter, the park transforms into an ice skating rink with illuminated caves. Hike the trails to see waterfalls and old mining relics. Practical tips: reach Ruskila by train or bus from Sortovala, 1 hour from Petrozavodsk. Summer and early autumn are best for boating, while winter offers a magical icy experience. Entry fees are around 500 RUB, $7 US. Book activities in advance, especially in peak season. Cultural nugget: Karelia's blend of Russian and Finnish influences is evident in its cuisine. Try kalikki, open-faced rye pies, at a local cafe for a taste of the region. 8. Suzdal. A living museum of the Golden Ring. The Golden Ring, a loop of ancient towns northeast of Moscow, is a treasure trove of history, and Suzdal is its crown jewel. This small town feels like stepping into a Russian fairy tale, with onion-domed churches, wooden houses, and meadows straight out of a painting. Why it's special? Suzdal, dating back to 1024, is a perfectly preserved slice of medieval Russia. Its Kremlin, monasteries, and churches are UNESCO listed, and the absence of modern industry keeps it quaint. It's a place to slow down and soak in Russia's soul. What to do? Visit the Suzdal Kremlin and the monastery of St. Euthemius for architectural gems. Stroll along the Kamenka River for postcard-worthy views. In summer, try Medovuka, honey mead, at a local market. Join the Cucumber Festival, yes, really, in July for quirky fun. Practical tips. Suzdal is a 3-hour drive or bus ride from Moscow. Stay in a guest house or izba, traditional wooden house, for charm. Spring and autumn offer mild weather and fewer crowds. Dress modestly when visiting religious sites. Cultural nugget: Suzdal's bell-ringing concerts, performed at monasteries, are a hypnotic tradition. Stand quietly and let the chimes transport you back centuries. 9. Altai Republic. Siberia's alpine paradise. The Altai Republic, where Russia meets Mongolia, China, and Kazakhstan, is a hidden gem for nature lovers. Its snow-capped mountains, turquoise lakes, and nomadic cultures feel like a world apart from Moscow's bustle. Why it's special? Altai's landscapes are straight out of a dream. Think jagged peaks, alpine meadows, and crystal-clear rivers. Lake Teletsky, a UNESCO site, is a highlight, with waterfalls and gorges along its shores. The region's shamanic traditions add a mystical layer. What to do? Hike or horseback ride in the Altai Mountains. Raft on the Katun River for thrills. Visit a nomadic village to learn about Altai culture, including throat-singing performances. In winter, ski at resorts like Belokurica. Practical tips: fly to Gorno-Altaysk from Moscow, then rent a car or join a tour to explore. Summer is best for outdoor activities, but winter offers skiing and snow-covered vistas. Pack for variable weather. Mountain climates are unpredictable. Cultural nugget: the Altai people believe mountains are sacred. If you're invited to a ritual, you might see offerings of milk or bread to honor the spirits of the land. 10. Kizhi Island, wooden wonders of Karelia. Back in Karelia, Kizhi Island on Lake Onega is home to one of Russia's most jaw-dropping architectural feats, the Kizhi Pogost, a UNESCO-listed complex of wooden churches built without a single nail. Why it's special? The Church of the Transfiguration, with its 22 onion domes, is a masterpiece of 18th-century craftsmanship. The island's open-air museum showcases traditional wooden architecture, from windmills to peasant homes, preserving Russia's rural heritage. What to do? Tour the Pogost to marvel at its intricate woodwork. Explore the museum's restored buildings to see how locals lived centuries ago. Take a boat ride on Lake Onega or attend the annual sailing regatta in summer. Practical tips. Reach Kizhi by hydrofall from Petrozavodsk, 1.5 hours. Summer is the best time to visit, as winter access is limited. Entry to the museum costs about 600 RUB, $8. Dress modestly for the religious sites. Cultural nugget: the churches were built using only axes and chisels, a testament to the skill of Karelian carpenters. Locals say the wood sings it in the wind. Listen closely. 11. Krasnodar region. Russia's Riviera. For a dose of sun and sea, head to the Krasnodar region, Russia's answer to the Mediterranean. This Black Sea coast gem, home to Sochi, offers more than just Olympic venues. think hidden beaches, waterfalls, and lush forests. Why it's special? Beyond Sochi's bustle, places like Mount Akan and the Agura waterfalls offer serene beauty. The region's subtropical climate supports palm trees and vineyards, making it a haven for gastronomic tourism. What to do? Hike to the Agura waterfalls or climb Mount Akan for panoramic views. Visit Jelenchik for pristine beaches and wine tastings. Explore the Vorontsov caves for an underground adventure. Practical tips: fly to Sochi or Krasnodar, then rent a car to explore. Summer is peak season for beaches, while spring and autumn are quieter. Try local wines and shashlik, grilled meat, at roadside cafes. Cultural nugget: Krasnodar's cuisine blends Russian, Caucasian, and Asian flavors. Don't miss khachapuri, a cheesy bread that's a regional staple. 12. Yekaterinburg, the Urals cultural hub straddling Europe and Asia. Yekaterinburg is a vibrant city in the Ural Mountains with hidden gems that blend history, culture, and nature. Why it's special? Known for its tragic Romanov history, the last Tsar was executed here. Yekaterinburg also boasts a lively art scene and stunning natural surroundings. The nearby Ganina Yama Monastery, set in a forest, is a peaceful retreat. What to do? Visit the Church on the Blood, built on the Romanov execution site. Explore the Ural Mountains for hiking or skiing. Check out the city street art or catch a show at the Yekaterinburg Opera. Practical tips: fly or take a train to Yekaterinburg from Moscow, 2 hours by plane, 25 hours by train. Winter is great for skiing, summer for hiking. Try pelmeni, dumplings, at a local eatery. Cultural nugget: the Urals are famous for gemstones. Visit a local market to find malachite or jasper souvenirs, often crafted into jewelry. 13. Vladivostok's Russky Island, the Pacific's hidden gem on Russia's Pacific coast. Vladivostok is a cosmopolitan city with a blend of Russian, European, and Asian vibes. Just offshore, Russky Island is a lesser-known escape with beaches, forts, and epic views. Why it's special? Russky Island's rugged coastline and historic fortifications offer a mix of nature and history. The Russky Bridge, one of the world's longest cable-stayed bridges, connects it to Vladivostok, adding a modern marvel to the mix. What to do? Hike to Tebezin Cape for stunning ocean views. Explore the island's abandoned forts from the early 20th century. Enjoy fresh seafood at a waterfront cafe or try water sports like kayaking. Practical tips: fly to Vladivostok from Moscow, then take a bus or taxi to Russky Island, 30 minutes. Summer is best for outdoor activities. Book accommodations in Vladivostok for more options. Cultural nugget: Vladivostok's proximity to Asia influences its cuisine. Try local crab or Korean-inspired dishes like kimchi. 14. Curonian Spit, a Baltic jewel on Russia's western edge. The Curonian Spit is a narrow strip of land shared with Lithuania, known for its dunes, forests, and Baltic coastline. Why it's special? This UNESCO site is a natural wonder, with a dancing forest, trees twisted into surreal shapes, and towering sand dunes. Its Germanic architecture ref.